Good morning. We are gathered here today as citizens of one world occupying a single planet to explore possible avenues of change that will benefit all of humankind for generations to come. Social solidarity economy as an alternative to the traditional neoliberal market capitalist economy. Complicated words, very difficult to comprehend. Ironically, since my student days, I have consistently rebelled against those who use difficult words that are impossible to understand. The Banawe rice terraces, found in the north of the country, is a source of national pride of the Philippines. Called as the eighth wonder of the world, the rice terraces are literally stairways to heaven, built by our ancestors more than 2,000 years ago. The Philippines is an archipelago of 7,000 islands. In the islands, there are plains and there are mountains. The largest plain is the central plain of Luzon Island, where Metro Manila, the place where you are now, is located. In the old days, the people in the plains, in the lowlands, would eat rice, while the people in the mountains would tend to eat kamote or sweet potato. Then, 2,000 or more years ago, some people from the mountains went down to the plains and were treated by the hospitable lowlanders to a cereal different from sweet potatoes. The lowlanders from the plains called the cereal rice. Hey, they said, this tastes better than the sweet potatoes. And they brought samples and seedlings with them to the mountains. Their fellow tribesmen partook of it, and everybody agreed that it was much better than the sweet potatoes. We must plant rice. But how do you make it grow in the slopes of the mountains? How do you develop rice paddies? It was not possible given the sloping mountain terrain. Then somebody came up with an engineering idea. We will build terraces. We will build giant staircases in the mountains. We will plant the rice in these staircases. We will convert the steps into rice paddies. We will plant the rice in these rice paddies. The paddies during rainy season will catch the water needed to cultivate the rice. Perfect, they said. What a wonderful plan. But how long will it take us to do this? How long will it take to carve the side of this mountain and turn them into rice terraces? The proponent answers that his estimate is maybe in around 100 to 200 years. Then who will benefit from this? Well, not you, not me, not any one of us living today, but our great-grandchildren and their children's children will be the beneficiaries. Will it hurt the mountain? No, because the soil that will erode from the top terrace will just go to the next terrace, so the mountain soil will be conserved. If that is the case, then let us start building it now, and they did. Thus we see the Banawe rice terraces built by a free people working together in the Filipino spirit of bayanihan, which the word calls solidarity. Not like the other wonders of the world that were built by slaves, forced by their pharaohs and their emperors. A young boy sitting in the meeting asked his father, "Who will own the terraces after we build them?" "Son, no one can own the mountain," answered the wise father. "It was here thousands of years before us, and it will be here thousands of years after us. In fact, when we die, we will be buried in this mountain. Maybe it is more appropriate to say that someday the mountain will own us." Let us now fast forward history. The year is 2013. Neoliberal market capitalism has become the norm. A group of 100 people are meeting. The country, the Philippines, has a problem. The lowland plains are regularly being flooded. The production of rice is in peril. A solution has to be found. An engineer puts forward a plan to convert a mountainside into rice terraces. How long will it take to complete this project? Well, with the proper earth-moving equipment, payloaders, bulldozers, backhoes, we expect to finish the first phase in 12 months. The remainder of the project will be finished in another 18 months at the most. How much will the project cost? Initial estimates put it at $100 billion. So how do we plan to raise the $100 billion to finance the project? We will set up a corporation. Initial paid-up is $6.25 billion. The rest of the subscribed capital to be paid up upon call. They go around the meeting, and one of the 100 people, 99 did not have $1 million each to join the corporation. No problem, said one of them. Just put up what you can, and I will raise the rest of the money. Finally, the 99, giving varying amounts, were able to pull $5 million to buy 5% of the shares. The one buys the remaining 95%. The one says to himself, I own 95% of the corporation. I am absolute majority owner of the corporation. Therefore, I will run it given my terms. Maximize profits, that is the name of the game. Since the lowlands are continuously flooded, I will end up as a producer of a crop that has very high demand and an ever-decreasing supply. Price and profits will continue to soar. Money, money, money. Mine, mine, mine. I will make lots of money. Boy, oh boy. With my connections in government, I expect all my permits to be approved. My connections have assured me that with the proper amount of bribe, I can even get the title to this mountain. We are gathered here today as citizens of planet Earth. We feel that there is something terribly wrong in an economy where the 1% lorded over the 99%. Our mission is to come up with an alternative. Our vision is a world that is better tomorrow than it is today. A world with less poor people. A world where there are no hungry people. A world that remains green, vibrant, and productive. A world where there is less and less of mine and more of ours. A world where solidarity reigns supreme. Good morning.